104.7 The K, Mike the Intern on the phone with the very lovely Laura Corn in our yearly conversation. We got Valentine's Day coming up. And if you haven't already checked out her great book, 101 Nights of Great Sex, you're missing out. Trust me, she sent me a copy of this a couple years ago, and it is a barn burner. Laura, how are you doing this morning?
You know what? Because I'm talking to you, Mike, I am awesome.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it very much. And I say this
now,
every year.
Barn burner. Why, you said it's a barn burner.
Barn burner. Yeah, you never heard that. You never heard that phrase before?
I have, but not in relationship to 101 Nights of Great Sex.
Well, think about it like this. When you go see a band and like you're watching the band and that band plays that one song where you can look around the room and everyone is just focused on the band, everything stops and you're all in this moment for 1 second that's just like everyone is doing the same thing, thinking the same thing. That, right, Laura, is a barn burner. That is what that band is playing for you. They're barn burner. And you could say the same thing about sex if you look at sex the same way. That is a meeting of two people and you know, things get, the universes collide and you're all in the same realm of existence, whatever you want to call it. I would call that a barn burner.
You know, it's interesting because as I look at the 101 Nights, I can also look at them like songs because I could say for sure, you know this, number 2, The Velvet Tongue. Now, for people don't know how cool the book is, you don't read the book. It's a playbook. You got to do the book.
Yeah, it's this is your next assignment. It's almost as if you've got homework assignments and you've got things you've got to do, and it's not just this is what you should do. This is what you will do.
Yeah, they're sealed envelopes in the book, so there are 101. And there are 50 sealed envelopes for his eyes only and 50 for her eyes only. And the thing that I love most about the book, and I still giggle, is that every envelope has a name. Kind of like a song, right? Like, and you flip through the book with your partner, and both of you rip out a seduction, a recipe. And which, now you've done a few of these, haven't you?
Oh, absolutely.
So the For His Eyes Only ones, like the most famous songs in the book, the ones you can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there's definitely a Stairway to Heaven and a Hotel California in there if you catch our drift, for sure.
Well, number 4 For His Eyes Only, guys, it's called Massage Collage, and it's a For His Eyes Only page. It's number 4, and this is like fantasy sex. This is dream sex. This is like the ultimate sex that women would pay for if they were that kind of girl.
And that's just one envelope, and there's 101 in there.
One envelope.
And she's not overselling this stuff. I'm telling you, I've got a copy at home. The thing is, if you're listening to this, guys, and you're like, you know, this would work. Get it for your lady. Ladies, if you're listening and your guy needs a little spark, you need to light that fire, get this book. It will help. And we're all been stuck inside for almost 2 years now. What better thing to do than work on your sex life while you're stuck at home?
You know what, Mike the Intern, this book, I mean, you could just go over to Amazon and read the 800 or 900 5-star reviews, but I haven't been able to keep the book in stock in the last 2 years. So people really are trying new things. How is your sex life? How has it been?
Mine?
Yours.
Oh, incredible! It's like, I mean, I'm good. I'm great. Trust me. Especially since, you know, I was told like after you have a kid, you know, it's you're donezo, no more. That's not true. At least for my wife and I, because we have a really good connection, and that was really important to me. You know, with our relationship and going forward, and the relationships I had in the past and all that stuff. Because as you get older, you realize you don't want to waste time. So if you want something, you got to say it. Communication, and whether it's just in the relationship stuff or even the sex stuff is so important. If you don't say anything, your partner can't know, and they're going to make assumptions. Is it them or is it you? Is it you guys together? You got to be upfront about what you want, what they want, what the boundaries are, what your expectations are, all that stuff. I mean, obviously there's understanding, and when you have a new child, you're tired and this stuff, but you got to keep that fire burning, and that fire is still burning, Laura. So yes, it is great.
You know, the $1 million question for people that have in a long-term relationship, certainly when somebody's recently had a baby, is how do you keep the passion alive? You know, that's the $1 million question. You know, how do you keep desire when we're also tired and we're distracted? And almost every sex expert, relationship expert agrees on the answer to that question. Do you know what that is?
Just keep doing it.
Well, yeah, no, the most important thing is to keep the passion alive, you have to have novelty, surprise.
Okay.
And I like to talk about, maybe we should look at ourselves as being trisexual. And trisexual is my new word, that you'll try anything. You know, that because on the outside of the book it says, secret sealed seductions for fun-loving couples. And it's really, really true. This book gives you 101 ways to tell your partner, to show your partner that you desire them, that you love them, that you want to play. And and that's why it makes such a great gift for Valentine's Day. Because what you're really saying to your partner is, I want to have sex with you 101 times.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, and everyone's seen those, those jar date gifts, it's like, oh, tonight we're going to go roller skating, blah, blah, blah. That's exactly what this thing is. It's just for sex, and it really is great. And what I mean by just do it is it's kind of, you're absolutely right with the novelty thing. You want to keep it fresh all the time. And how do you keep it fresh? Well, sometimes you got to change, kind of bringing in things that you might not have thought of, or if you both are on the same page, you can say, hey, let's do this, or, whatever it is. But it really is a really good way to keep it fresh.
Well, inside every envelope is a recipe for seduction. And I list the ingredients, and then you got to cook the meal. You cook it up. And also the cool thing about it is it's all about anticipation. Anticipation is so critical in people's love lives. Because that's all women are doing. They're waiting around for what you're going to do for Valentine's Day, right? They're anticipating how you are going to surprise them. Don't you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And don't you think people want to have sex on Valentine's Day? They want to make love. So how do you create those butterflies where she's going to want to rip your clothes off? And vice versa.
Get 101 Nights of Great Sex by Laura Corn. That'll help you. While it's in stock. For sure. While it's in stock before it sells out. So hopefully you can get a copy before that happens, because after hearing this, hopefully you sell a bunch and it's out of stock again.
Well, the ones to do. Okay, if you have not done this, Mike the Intern, number 4, Massage Collage. Number 8, I don't know if I can say this on the radio. It's a For His Eyes Only page. Okay, I can say click bait.
Yeah.
But it's not click.
Yeah.
If you will, it's the best bait in the world. It will rip your clothes off for sure. And ladies, number 2, the Velvet Tongue, the most infamous page in the book. He will levitate off the bed. The best, strongest, most powerful orgasm he will ever have, the Velvet Tongue. Now these are and I'm really digging number 32 For His Eyes Only. Wah, wah, wow. Oh, wow. Where'd you get that one?
Just following what we were talking about with music. That's all it is right there.
Wah, 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 wah. And if you're staying in, For His Eyes Only, number 41, The Dirty Five.
Well, you heard it here first. Your book is available on Amazon.com. I'm telling you guys, it's not too late. Get your order in. 101 nights of great sex. Laura, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you so much for calling into the show today, and good luck on your quest to continue having great sex.
Thank you. I love you, Mike the Intern.